Do you think Russia's going to tone it up a notch when winter comes?
I think Russia just needs to keep doing what they're doing. I think if Russia, the longer this goes, the more it benefits Russia. And that's been a tactic they've used in every war they've ever fought in, right? Or tried to use. If they can drag this out, it benefits them. You know, they have the money. They have the support from China. They have the support from Iran. You know, the Ukrainian military shot down an Iranian drone a few weeks ago. Like a drone, an armed drone. And so you're like, they have the support they need. They just need to keep going. And look, if they continue to target these civilian cities, when that happens in Ukraine, it's devastating for those people. I mean, it's devastating no matter where it happened, but it really does affect them on a huge level, even if it's nowhere near their cities, right? I mean, that thing happened this morning, and he's been uneasy today because of that. It's a real thing. And I mean, if I was Russia and I'm playing the bad guy, look, they're targeting these civilian cities. They have been since the beginning, and nothing gets done about it. You know, now if you attack civilian cities and I punch you in the mouth, you're going to think twice about attacking these civilian cities. It's not happening to them. So they can just do this. And I think Russia's thought right now is, if they do anything too crazy, like if they do fire, if Ukraine does retaliate and fire back into Moscow or into some Russian city on the other side of the border in Russia, well, we can just dangle that threat of a tactical nuclear weapon, you know, and the stuff's been going on recently here with Biden talking about how he's really worried about this and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, that becomes a real threat. And then the political pressure gets turned on in Ukraine from the rest of the world. Like, you can fight them, but don't do anything too crazy. Like, don't really piss them off. And again, if they're in my country and you're my support system, and my support system is telling me, fight back, but don't do anything too crazy, it's just, that's how are you supposed to really get things done? I mean, anything too crazy, I need to do what it takes to get these guys out of my country.
Yeah.
Should be the response. So it's very complicated that way. And if Ukraine stays away enough to where it keeps the West happy, that doesn't mean that Russia's not going to use a tactical nuclear weapon somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I've if Putin was smart, I think he would be making a move this winter. Those pipelines are gone. He's going to turn the gas off. He said he's going to turn the gas off. That's going to create a major energy crisis all throughout Europe and Ukraine. It would be very smart of him to have a follow-on plan. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and I think no one's going to do anything about that. I mean, no one's done anything, including the Ukrainians, against anything Russia's done. I mean, they are lobbing the artillery thing. My opinion, when it happened, the first time during the pullback, and this was during the pullback when there was still Russians in and around Kyiv, right? Then they pulled back once, then they pushed out a little bit, and now they've recently pulled back again. Those pullbacks, I think, are the time where, if you're Ukraine, you drive into them. They're moving back for whatever reason. We talked about that earlier. Is it just a logistical thing, and they're trying to consolidate to support those forward lines, and you just need those lines tighter for the mismanagement that you have? It doesn't really matter at that point. If I'm on the Ukraine side and I'm seeing that big of an orchestrated pullback, I'm pushing into that pullback. I mean, that's basic chess, basic anything when it comes to tactics, right? I mean, if they're really pulling back, and let's just say it is because of disorganization, then why not drive into them?
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes, so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.